Hi Libra, welcome to your tarot reading. If you're new, welcome in. If you're returning, welcome back. Either way, thank you so very much for being here. I appreciate you sharing your energy with me and for watching and supporting. It really means a lot to me. If you are new, be sure and follow on TikTok and YouTube for me so that I can grow my collectives. It just helps to push my channels out there so more people can see the messages. Every like, follow, share, every comment really does push my channels out there. So thank you guys so much for all of that. I'm going to pull 2 of these oracle cards, get an overall feel for the energy, and then we're going to move into the tarot. I'll do a traditional Celtic cross spread. Whatever message comes out is what you need to hear for the collective. And then I do have a couple of other oracle cards that I'll bring out at the end for any additional messages Spirit may have. So we have Clean It Up and Yang energy. Awesome. I love that. Okay. Clean it up can be like about your thoughts, like cleaning up habits, cleaning up thought processes, whether that's like negative habits, negative thoughts. That is number 1. So Yang is the masculine principle of movement and creative activity, the power to make things happen and taking action. Awesome. So I feel like this is just Spirit telling you to take some action. What do you need to clean up? Do you have bad habits, bad thought processes? This can be, bad eating habits, bad, maybe you smoke, maybe you drink, maybe it is allowing people into your life, repeating cycles, patterns with people, whether that's, love relationships or family members, any kind of relationship that you have. What is it that you need to clean up? It's going to be different for each of you. But you'll know where you kind of need to clean things up. Are you letting things distract you too much? And not focusing on, where you need to be? We'll definitely get into the tarot and find out what this is. But I feel like we definitely just need to take some action here. So we have the Tower. Wow. The Fool. The Emperor. Dang. And the World. 5 of Swords. The Sun. My favorite card. Judgment. Dang, Libra. Ace of Cups. 6 of Wands. The Chariot. Underneath we have the Knight of Wands. So yeah, this is really heavy energy. We got a lot of major arcana here, which is like a big deal. So if you know anything about tarot, the major arcana are like big life altering cards. It is big events, big things happening in your life. The other cards are, they're just as important. They're kind of just like those day-to-day mundane tasks or things that we need to work with and deal with. But the major arcana are major shifts, major changes, things like that. So this does look really great. I love this for you, especially the overall outcome. But I feel like this is about your passions and, again, the action card. So the Knight of Wands is fire. It's a Sagittarius card, but the Knight of Wands is very fiery and passionate and all about adventure and going towards what it is that you want with confidence. So I feel like maybe that's what Spirit's telling you. Maybe you are lacking in some confidence here and you need to kind of clean up what you're telling yourself, or you kind of need to, again, clean up your habits and move towards what it is that you do want here. It's all about like that ambition and determination, that Yang energy. This is definitely some Yang energy here, this action, going after what you're passionate about. I love that. So the situation here is the Tower, which is all about change, upheaval. So you're definitely going through a major change right now with this Tower card. This is like a major, this is, new job, moving house, changing in a relationship, whatever that is for you. It'll be, different for each of you. But this is also about like embracing the change. So maybe you're having difficulty embracing the changes that are occurring right now because your blockage is the Fool. Not taking this leap of faith, this new beginning. You're not taking this this action towards a new beginning because of some changes. Maybe you are afraid of this change, and that's holding you back from taking this leap of faith because you're afraid to change. Because that is like a huge transition. The Tower is like a major, a major life change. And again, with this Emperor card, the Emperor is, so it's Aries energy, but it's about taking control and, taking that leadership in your life, taking control of your life, taking control of the situation. And I feel like that's what you're needing to do, or maybe that's what you are doing. Again, it's going to be different for each of you. Maybe if you haven't taken control, this is the root of this. You are, you're not getting a new beginning, and that's because you're not taking control of the situation. So yeah, whatever this change is for you is a big life change. And it has to do with your passion. So this can be like going towards like a new job, a new career. This can be your spirituality. This could be a person, like a relationship that you want in your life, and you're afraid for a new beginning, because everything has to fall apart before you can start building something new. But again, it's the root of it is because you are not taking control and you are not taking leadership of this. In the recent past, we have the World card here. So the World card is all about completions, cycles. This is about like a victory, harmony. I feel like this is about like a karmic cycle. So this is about, the cycles and the changes, the completing of cycles. And I feel like this is you completing a karmic cycle here, whatever that may be for you. That could be a karmic cycle at your job or in a relationship, but there was definitely a completion here, and that's going to bring fulfillment. In your higher self, your subconscious, we have the 5 of Swords here. So the 5 of Swords is all about like arguments, conflict. Swords are air, so it is like our mentality, our thoughts. I feel like you are very mentally conflicted here. Again, with this making the change and taking this leap of faith. So I don't know if you are going through a Tower moment or if you will be going through a Tower moment. Tower moments cannot be avoided. I mean, they're going to happen, and it's how you handle that Tower moment or how you embrace it. If you don't make the changes, they're going to happen anyway. So, Spirit's going to get you where you need to be. So maybe you just kind of need to take control and clean, let's clean it up. Take control, this yang, this take action. Clean up your thoughts, take control of what it is, and take the action towards what it is that you do want here. Because in the near future, ultimately, we have the Sun, which is my favorite card in the whole deck. The Sun is like ultimate happiness, growth, abundance. It's so you have the Sun here, and then you have like this child on this horse. Remember when you were a kid and you just like you were carefree and everything was like so easygoing, and live in that joy, that vitality, that childhood wonder. That's what that card is. And that's what you have here in your near future is like joy and abundance and all this happiness coming in for you. So your advice from Spirit is the Judgment card. And the Judgment card is a rebirth, new beginnings. It is letting go of the past. So I feel like that's Spirit telling you all the things. You need to go through this rebirth. There needs to be, if you want this new beginning, you have to go through a rebirth, and you have to leave the past behind. I feel like that's what Spirit is telling you here. Embrace the new, and get ready for a new beginning, but you have to leave the past behind in order to do this. And I feel like that's what you were doing in the recent past, was closing out some cycles here before you can take that leap of faith. So your environment, the influence here is the Ace of Cups. This is an emotional new beginning. And I feel like this is the potential here is for the Ace of Cups. It's for an emotional new beginning. And again, that's going to be different for each of you. What are you wanting a new emotion? People are very emotional about money. So maybe you're wanting, like, that would bring you emotional stability and happiness if you had the money that you wanted. This could be about a love relationship. This can be about your spirituality and your creativity. But the cup is overflowing with emotions here. So this is, this is about opening your heart to love. And that could be what is in your environment right now. Maybe you're opening up to something new here, and you're trying to open up to this Fool, this, leap of faith after closing out a cycle. So your hopes and fears, we have the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands is the victory card. It's about being seen, being recognized. So maybe you want to be seen by others, or I feel like you're just wanting a victory in whatever the situation is for you. And that's what you're calling in for yourself. So, and the overall outcome, we have the Chariot, which is forward momentum, forward movement. Again, it's a victory card. So it's about success and ambition, determination, but it's about also moving forward with confidence and determination. So, you know, and then we have that Knight of Wands on the bottom and that Yang card with the action. I feel like this is overall, ultimately, you are moving forward and moving forward with confidence and determination towards whatever it is that you want, this emotional new beginning. So I really love this, Libra. This is awesome energy. What does Libra not see coming, Spirit? Do they not see coming here? So we have Temperance. The Hermit. Wow, lots of major arcana for you guys. Temperance, Three of Wands, and the Hermit. Yeah. Temperance is about harmony and balance, doing things in moderation. But I feel like you're, you know, it's about alchemizing and kind of like moving through. See, she's got like the balance here with the chalices, but it's also about like, you know, kind of moving through things, transitioning things, transforming. But I feel like you are definitely like alchemizing. There's growth and progress here. You're moving more towards this growth and progress. And it's also about like your ships coming in here. So, you know, the Three of Wands, he has like these ships here. And this could be like actual travel. Like you could actually be moving, which is what this Tower moment could be. You know, you're a whole new beginning somewhere else. Like you could be moving. But, you know, that may only be for a certain part of the collective. But things are definitely balancing out here and there is progress. And then we have the Hermit, which is like finding answers within. And it can be about like solitude, like, you know, going within and kind of retreating from everything and going within and removing yourself from others. But I also feel like it's just like an introspection of self, that soul searching, that soul purpose. And finding those answers within. So I definitely feel like that's what you're doing here, Libra. You're definitely kind of alchemizing the energies, moving through things, balancing out, growth, progress. What do they need to focus on, Spirit? Actions and advice for Libra. Eight of Wands. Page of Cups and Knight of Cups. Yeah. So be open to receive. Be open to gifts. This is about Eight of Wands. It's kind of like a go with the flow type of energy. Rapid progress and change. You know, this is like, these are all flowing nicely, like in the same direction here. But I feel like it's about like expansion, travel. This can be like Spirit telling you that you're going to have quick decisions coming up, that you need to make quick decisions, but be open to messages from the universe. This is like a gift. Be open to these gifts from the universe, whether that's, you know, messages coming in intuitively. This can just be like a gift in whatever it is that you're trying to call in here. But I feel like this is just, you know, trusting your intuition and your creativity here. And then follow your heart. You know, you have the Knight of Cups here as well. So I feel like this is just you moving forward here, going with the flow, moving quickly. I feel like this change needs to happen quickly. Like you need to make this decision quickly now that cycles are ending. You need to make a quick change here and be open to receive and follow your heart. I just feel like you need to go after what you are passionate about. You know, stop holding yourself back and being afraid to make these changes. I love this for you. I think this is really awesome energy, Libra. I just feel like you need to take control of the situation and move forward because you've got the Sun, which is the best card in the deck. Whatever this is that you're wanting to move towards, It's going to bring you ultimate happiness. That leap of faith will be worth it. So we have journey. You may move to a new place for work or travel for work. Exploring the world gives you the experience you need to succeed. Yeah, we had that 3 of Wands there. Some of you could be going on a journey, spiritual journey. You could just be moving, taking steps. Action is key to getting where you need to go. You can't wait around. Take a step in any direction to get unstuck and find opportunities. Yeah, any step is going to help move you forward. So you just need to take that step to move forward. I really love this for you. What is it you guys are calling in for yourselves? Let me know in the comments, because I know it's different for each of you, but this is really awesome energy, Libra. So we have align. You're being asked to align with your current situation, even if it's not easy to do so. Yeah, that tower moment is not, this huge change, and it could be something that you do want. You're just afraid to kind of take that leap of faith. You know what I mean? And make those changes. But there's a need to take control of this. And Spirit's telling you to align with that. Trust that there's much to be learned by being here. Pushing against what will only make things harder on you. Align, surrender, and trust. Yes, definitely. Take a leap of faith and trust. Check in. When you think about whatever it is that you are pondering, take a moment to check in about how you feel about it. Do you feel lighter or heavier, excited or filled with dread? Pay attention to your inner guidance, and it's always so helpful. Yeah, that Hermit card. Trust your inner guidance. Trust yourself. Go within, do some meditation. You have all the answers you need within you. So I really love this for you, Libra. I feel like there's definite forward movement coming, victories, lots of changes for you. Just follow your heart and everything will work out. So hopefully this could bring you some clarity, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.